That was a quick
order
minute.
with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Have a seat. Next, we'll have roll call.
All right, Ronald Knuff,
Present.
Kenneth Hall,
Present.
Bonnie Almond,
Here.
Trevor Stone will be absent. Ronald Glassick,
Present.
Judith Haldeman will be absent. Jason Donahue,
Present.
Mason Smolinek will be absent. He's at the Air Force Academy. Julia Kutzler
Here.
and Mayor Anthony Pristash.
Present.
Moving on to approval of the minutes of the public workshop meeting held on March 7th, 2024. The regular public meeting held on March 21, 24.
I make a motion to approve both minutes, March 7th and March 21st of 2024.
Second.
Second, motion by Ms. Almond, second by Mr. Glassick. Do you have a question? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Next, hearing of persons present. If anyone would like to speak, come to the microphone, state your name and address for the record.
They don't have to see the address.
Oh, really? When did we change that? Just recently?
The law changed that a
The
couple
law
of years ago.
changed it? State your name for the record. That recently got changed.
You're welcome to state your address, but you're not required to state your address.
Okay. Under President's report, I have nothing to report. Mayor?
Well, Northampton experienced Christmas in April this past Tuesday as Dan Roebuck, his wife Tammy, and director Spencer Fulmore came into town and did filming for his St. Nick of Bethlehem movie. So welcome Dan and crew once again. Thanks for joining us here in Northampton and using our facilities here. We're at the Alliance Fire Company Monday night for filming indoors, and to all our Northampton residents, 200 plus who came out with friends and family on Tuesday night in their finest Christmas apparel. Thank you for joining us and for your patience in the filming. It does get tedious, as you saw. However, we're glad to have you in the movie and moving forward with Christmas in April here. Northampton is now Hollywood East as far as I'm concerned, and we'll look forward to Dan to bringing more movies here. The movie's set to come out at Christmas, and looking forward to also the Hail Mary movie, which was filmed also at the Alliance Fire Company at Northampton Diner and other places around our area. So thank you, Dan. Welcome again, and we're very happy you find us such an amenable community and home for you to film. I also want to thank Kelly Bauer. Kelly is a Valley Health Partners case manager who hosted the Veterans Outreach Day last Saturday at the Hungarian Hall. Very, very well done, very well attended. Many of our veterans I saw were there and taking advantage of all of the facilities and all of the sponsors and the help that was there. There were over 30 vendors and people who were there to help the veterans with any of their benefits, healthcare needs, things like that. So Kelly, great job, and looking forward to having it again next year. And to all our friends at the Hungarian Hall who have donated that facility, thank you very much. It doesn't go unnoticed, your generosity and opening your doors to such a great event. So thank you there. That's all I have, Council President. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Solicitor's report?
I have nothing to report. I'll just take this moment to explain that the practice of requiring people to give their name and address during public comment was challenged in a court case, and case law dictates that a person does not have to give their address. So I just wanted to explain that, and unless anybody has any questions for me, I have nothing further.
Okay. Thank you. Moving on to reports from committees. We'll start with Administration and Finance. Mr. Hall?
Thank you. We received
a $2,000 donation from Holcomb US Incorporated for the Atlas Cement Museum. We received a dividend check for the years 2018 through 2022 from MRM Property and Liability Trust in the amount of $882.60. Delinquent notices were sent out for all unpaid garbage bills for 2024. And just a reminder, if you haven't already, please sign up for your for the My Northampton app. And the report.
Thank you. Building, Land, and Recreation, Mr. Knopf.
Yes, enclosed in your packet is a letter from Jordan Marsh, Equinox organizer. He wanted to personally thank the Borough and Council for allowing them to use the park for their Equinox Festival. The spring shredding event will be held Saturday, April 20th, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And that is the end of the report.
Thank you, sir. Code and Police, Mr. Donahue.
Certified rental registration notices were sent out to all property owners who did not respond by the due date, March 31st, 2024. A $25 late fee applies. This Saturday, April 20th, the Northampton Police Department will be hosting their annual fishing contest. The event will be held from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Grass and weed complaints will be investigated beginning May 1st, 2024. And for the month of March 2024, the Northampton Borough Police Department had 544 dispatches, 135 incident reports filed, and 21 accident investigations completed. They also handed out 56 traffic citations, 9 non-traffic citations, and a total of 185 parking tickets. End of my report.
Thank you, sir. Fire and Health, Mrs. Arman.
Thank you. If I could just add on to Northampton Police Department holding their annual fishing the annual fishing derby contest on Saturday. Tickets will be sold that morning of, so if you don't have tickets now, you can still get them when you come here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they are $15 per ticket. And there is also a basket social, so we hope to see you. The applications are still being accepted for the fire department summer camp being held from July 8th through the 12th. Due to rain, the fire department coin toss has been rescheduled to the rain date of April 27th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the intersection of 21st and Main Street. The Board of Health will meet on Tuesday, April 30th at 7 p.m. End of report.
Thank you. Public Works and Sewer, Mr. Vlasic.
Thank you. Public Works Department has been tirelessly working on the 2024 pool season. Looking forward to that starting up. Work continues to be done on the sludge container ramp for the sewer plant. End of the report. But if I may ask for a few questions on the reports. What was the $2882.60 check that we received 2018 and 20? What was that for?
That was a rebate on claims versus premium.
Okay,
That is not the total amount. We will be getting another check later on.
thank you. And where's the shred event at?
The community center parking lot.
Thank you. That is it. Thank you. That's all.
That's it? Okay, we'll move on to any unfinished business. Nothing? New business. Presentation from the Greater Lehigh Valley Chamber of Commerce.
We have two representatives from the Greater Lehigh Valley Chamber of Commerce, Elise Kudik and Aaron Gasparetti. The floor is yours.
Thank you. As Leroy said, my name is Aaron Gasparetti. I'm pleased to be the manager of the Greater Northampton Area Chamber of Commerce. We serve not only Northampton, but we also encompass Bath, your neighboring municipality.
My name's Elise. Hello. I'm the assistant manager of the Greater Northampton Chamber.
So, just a little bit about the chamber. We are one of 30 regional chambers that make up the Greater Lehigh Valley Chamber of Commerce. So when you're a member of the Greater Northampton Chamber, you're also a member of the Greater Lehigh Valley Chamber of Commerce. So all of the, member benefits and whatnot that the Greater Northampton or the Greater Lehigh Valley Chamber offers, we are able to offer to the affiliated chambers, is what we call them. We're the 6th largest in the country, and we're proud to be the largest in the state too. So we set the tone as far as festivals go, information events, and we try to be as supportive as we can in these communities because that's really our bread and butter. So as Jason was saying, there's a lot of events and stuff. We would love to share that and repost it for you to gain some traction. So like I was saying, we do a number of different initiatives and ways that we support the community. When new businesses come in, one of our favorite things to do is to highlight them by, nice big ribbon and the scissors. It creates an unreal buzz for the new people in town. And it really makes them feel like they're part of the community and the neighborhood. So it stimulates the economy, and it goes right along with our mission statement to stimulate the economy and improve the quality of life in the communities that we serve. So during the one example of how we support the quality of life is during the COVID pandemic, the Northampton and Lehigh counties were given the CARES and ARP funds. They selected our organization to distribute those funds to the businesses that we were receiving applications to disperse back and to make sure that they not only survived but thrived through the hardships to make it through and to see the light of better times. That leads me into we have our own Main Street Foundation where boroughs and municipalities can apply for matching grants. And Elise will tell you a little bit about those in a second, but we can apply for matching grants through our chamber foundation, give you guys money to do things for beautification projects such as sidewalks, new trash cans. We did handicapped accessible facilities in parks in Catasauqua. So there's a range of things that we can do, and we're really looking to give the money out and help these communities just get better by any way possible. The last thing that I want to mention is on the back there's an event calendar. The bigger one is the upcoming one. That's the Spuds and Suds. That's in your neighbors over in Bath. We have the way bigger festival though in Uptown, the Uptown Street Fair. That's in September. Those two though are they're 2 of 400 events that we do across the year. So there is something for everybody, whether it's AI, if you're looking for nonprofit information and collaboration, if you want to do networking. There is a number of things that we do. We don't just do festivals and cut big ribbons. So we're looking to support in any way possible. So please let us know how we could be better partners.
Thank you, Aaron. Again, those QR codes go to all of our events and some of our member benefits. Just to reiterate some of our benefits, I know you guys were mentioning a bunch of new events coming up within the borough. If you guys want to forward over those to us, we're happy to put those on our social media. And if you guys need a media list for press releases, we're also happy to share our list to you guys as well. On top of those, we have our Uptown Festival obviously coming up. We are full steam ahead on that. We're looking really good. Looks our biggest one yet, hopefully, fingers crossed. And then we also want to thank you guys for coming out to Asante's Mixer. We had a fundraiser for our Northampton High School Scholarship Fund. We had over 75 people showed up. So if you've ever been to Asante's, it was absolutely packed in there. I know Mayor was there. It was a really great time. And then we just got word our grants, our Main Street grants, will also be coming available in May. So Leroy, we will forward those over to you once we have those. But they can help with parks, beautification in parks and banners and things like that. So yeah.
I'd just like to mention support to the chamber. I've been a member of the chamber for many years through my corporation that I work with, but you guys do endless work, always out there in the community trying to help us better businesses and things like that. So I'm speaking to our businesses in the town. Please reach out to the chamber and try to support them because they give back a lot of ways. I would recommend that you reach out to our assistant borough manager, Brian, about our My Northampton app. And hopefully we can tie in things like that and use it to more facilitate things and collaborate together.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
And I'm proud to say that the borough has always been a big supporter through all the years. Ron, I know you were on the board with me for a while, and it's been a perpetually growing relationship that's really improved the quality of life here in Northampton. So appreciate it for everything you do bring it to town. So thank you.
Likewise, Mayor, thank you for your support.
And we're very interested in those grants for their sidewalks. That's a pet peeve. So thank you for that.
Yeah, we'll make sure that you get the proper information for that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, we appreciate your time.
Thank you, Aaron.
Good night.
Consider the request of St. Paul's UCC Church.
St. Paul's UCC is requesting the use of Municipal Park Pavilion A on Sunday, August 4th for a service and picnic. They are requesting a waiver of the rental fee.
What is the opinion of council?
Make that motion.
Motion made by Mr. Hall. For a second,
Second.
by Mr. Donahue. Questions?
This is just a waiver of the pavilion, correct?
Yeah, the fee.
All right, thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain?
Okay, in favor, and one abstention. It passes. Consider the request for 1204 Main.
At the April 4th meeting, a representative of the Hyman Group was present inquiring about the possibility of contracting, excuse me, a private hauler and having a dumpster placed at the former VFW building. Initially, this request was denied by council, but at the last meeting, it was asked to be put on this meeting's agenda for reconsideration.
I make a motion to pass that forward and move forward with Mr. Hyman Properties' request.
Thank you. Motion made by Mr. Glassick. Do I have a second?
Second.
By Ms. Omen. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Opposed?
Any opposed? I forgot it. Everybody, I heard everyone.
Oh.
No opposition, okay. Consider recommendation for the borough's payroll and HR software.
Assistant Borough Manager Brian Welsko has met with and received quotes from 7 different payroll companies. After compiling all the features and associated costs, it is his recommendation that the borough utilize iSolve. The initial approximate payment would be $13,804.48. A breakdown of the quote is included in your packet, and he will be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
What is the opinion of council?
Make a motion to move this forward.
Motion made by Mr. Glassick,
Second.
second by Mr. Knopf. I don't have a question, but I do have a statement.
I have questions.
You have a question?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Questions and statements. I want to thank Mr. Welsko for putting this together and shopping it around.
That's what I was doing.
But if you look at it, I just want to make sure that the borough and the residents and everybody knows what we're looking at here. I know the initial cost is substantial, $13,000. But in the first year, we're probably going to recoup that just in the first year. Mr. Welsko put some numbers together. We use an average of 20 hours every other week to cover payroll. And it'll go down to 2 hours every other week. That's what we use in payroll. 2 hours compared to 20 hours every other week. So that's just in the payroll dollars. The biggest savings is gonna be the amount of time that we have for other grant writing, other opportunities to look for things. But the HR savings, we're averaging probably anywhere between 7,000 and 14,000 of labor wages for our HR administration. And that's gonna be savings of about $10,000 a year and giving our administration department opportunities to do other things and help our residents. So I think this is an outstanding thing moving forward. We always talk about being current, but also looking for the future, and doing payroll automatically is our future moving forward with every company. So I want to thank Mr. Welsko for this great involvement and the outstanding bullet points that he shared. Sorry, thank you.
Thank you. Ditto. I was always, I said, I'm sure Mr. Welsko has researched all the payroll and software companies, and he would make sure that we receive the best product on the market. I know that you did that. And thank you for your dedication. I saw you working. I know you did it. So, we have a motion on the floor by Mr. Glassick, second by Mr. Knopf.
I have a question.
A question, Ms. Almond, go ahead.
I just don't understand what the initial approximate payment means. What is the payment after the initial fee?
Like so the $13,804.48 is for the yearly cost plus the implementation fee. So after your first year, you are looking at
$11,775.
there you go, $11,775.84.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Next, we want to consider the increase to the tax collector's commission.
We have received a request from our current tax collector, Judith Ackerman, for a commission increase effective January 1st, 2025. The last time the rate was increased was in 2013. Enclosed in your packet is a copy of Resolution 6-13 that set the rate of the commission. I am asking Council's opinion on this, on what the new rate should be, and permission to prepare an appropriate resolution. What I would suggest, since we have time to implement this, is that the Finance and Administration Committee come meet with me, and we can go over what other communities are providing, and it might help them prepare a reasonable rate increase, and then we can implement that with a resolution. But I would need council's permission to proceed.
So a motion to refer to committee.
Pardon me?
So a motion to refer to committee.
Yeah, for the committee to meet with me, and we'll go over this.
Okay.
Can the committee recommend it? Since I sit on the committee, I don't know if that should be a motion that I should make then. Correct?
If somebody else wants to make the motion.
Okay.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Mr. Hall sits on the committee also.
That's right. So he probably shouldn't make a committee, motion either.
Let's make a motion to refer this to committee. Motion made by Mr. Donahue. Do I have a second?
Second.
By Ms. Almond? Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. So the motion was made to refer this to committee. So, Mr. Hall, you're the chairperson. Would you make sure that that meeting's set up, please? Next, we move on to consider appointing the Public Works Supervisor.
On Monday, April 15th, the three members of the Public Works and Sewer Committee, President Kutzler, Mr. Welsko, and myself interviewed two candidates for the Public Works Supervisor position. It is the committee's recommendation to appoint Richard Ackerman as the Public Works Supervisor effective May 6, 2024.
Make a motion.
Motion made by Mr. Knopf. Do I have a second?
Second.
By Mr. Hall. Question? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Mr. Ackerman is here if you'd like to,
Congratulations.
Look forward to working with everyone.
Yep. I'd like to just make a statement that I thought both candidates came very well prepared, very professional. I want to thank them for that. And again, congratulations to Mr. Ackerman for winning this opportunity and for your dedication to the borough. But also the other candidate was outstanding.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other comments? Mr. Ackerman, I'm also very happy that you made it, and look forward to working with you.
Likewise, with everyone. Thank you.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
Give me my list of sidewalks next week.
Already up looking at it this week.
We know the address.
We'll get grants first.
We're already ready.
We'll get grants first. Thank you. I'm sorry.
That was a little levity, I like that. Consider the request of Public Works employees.
We have received a request from 3 Public Works employees asking for the same week off for vacation, which would be August 5th through August 9th, which is a conflict of the Public Works agreement. The agreement specifies that only 2 employees can be on vacation between June 1st and September 30th. Due to the extenuating circumstances involved, I recommend that council approve their request, and I will confer with the Public Works Supervisor to not schedule any major projects during that time.
What is the opinion of council?
I'll make a motion to request that.
Motion made by Mr. Donahue. Do I have a second?
Second to grant that.
By Mr. Glassick. Do I have any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Been approved. Okay. Moving on to reports from council members, starting with Mr. Hall.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the chamber for what they do and for their report here and their information. And congrats, Rich.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll do well. And that's all I really have on the report.
Thank you. Ms. Allen.
I would like to congratulate Mr. Ackerman on your new position. I look forward to working with you. I have a question. I'm not sure who to direct it to, so I'm gonna start with Mr. Mayor, to know if you might be able to provide the status of the police officer grant.
The police officer grant has been filled out and ready to go. As soon as the grant opens up, we'll forward it on and make sure that we follow it through the whole process to ensure that we get the maximum result out of that grant.
Okay, thank you very much.
And I will keep council informed as to the progress as it goes through.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Appreciate that, thank you.
You're welcome.
I would like to provide a civil service update. We did have 5 prospective applicants. Out of the 5, we have 2 who successfully passed the written and agility test, and we have the oral interview scheduled for Saturday, May 11th. And I just want to say I was happy to attend the filming on Washington Avenue of the Christmas movie, along with my grandchildren. It was a unique, wonderful experience for all of us. We really enjoyed that. They are very young, and they just thought it was great to see how a movie is actually being filmed and to be asked to be part of it as the extras. So thank you for that. And that is the end of my report.
Thank you. Mr. Donahue.
Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Ackerman. Looking forward to working with you. Best wishes on Greg's retirement in 2 weeks officially. I see the borough had all their streets paved now, Leroy? Is that all officially done now? So we're gonna be turning them all into a raceway?
Say what?
Yeah. I'm assuming 10th Street's gonna be now a raceway, since it's all races?
I hope not.
Yeah,
But,
but it's not, they did a great job, the company, that's for sure. But, good luck for everybody on the fishing derby on this Saturday. I will be down there to watch, not fishing, just watching. And, do we have any more update on the Welcome Center, what progress we're at right now? About
We have, we filed the first of the 2 grants that we are submitting for funding to provide for that. I did get a proposal for just the material to construct the trailhead facility, and it came in quite high. So we Brian has been working on some other grants. We're gonna try to piggyback them all together and see if we can't get enough to move forward.
Okay. And that's the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Glassick?
Thank you. I'll take some of the time that's still available that we went through this pretty quick. So thanks, everybody. Congratulations, Mr. Ackerman. Very well deserved. I do want to thank, again, the Assistant Borough Manager for putting the time and labor into looking at the payroll system. You did a great job, and your outline to me was outstanding, so thank you for that. Congratulations, Mayor. Special thank you to the Alliance Fire Company for bringing that Christmas opportunity to Northampton, putting us on the map again for many opportunities and support. So those are the kind of things that when you see it on 69 News and it gets out there on social media, you just realize what we're bringing to Northampton and changing the atmosphere to move forward and those kind of things. So thank you for that. Please support the police fishing event this Saturday from 8 to 2. I will be down there and asking the chief to please check the raceway on 10th Street with the new macadam roads. So they did do an excellent job. In fact, I personally got involved in going out and checking a couple times because I didn't want to have neighbors contacting me and asking that they couldn't get out of their driveways. The people were the workers, I think it was B&B, Brubaker? Barker and Barker. They were outstanding, very cordial, very professional. Even to the end of the day, they were going around fixing things, cleaning things up, blowing off the excess macadam that was on sidewalks. I thought they did an outstanding job. If we ever have to recommend this company to do other things, I highly recommend them. And those are the kind of things that we want, that kind of company coming to our borough, unlike some of our other utilities that break stuff apart and they don't fix it. So those are the kind of companies that we need to support and keep on bringing them back and giving them work. What else? You did answer the shred event is up at the community center. We have that. Any word on electronic event? Leroy, I know I've checked with Zach Mako, representative, and they gave us some grants. Brian, do you have any update on that? Nothing?
No.
Still like to get electronic event, even if we have to pay for some things to get TVs so that they don't show up in the alleys, they don't show up in the streets. Sometimes the garbage guys won't take them, and then the next thing you know, you have broken TVs or laptops all over the place. So we really like to make sure that if we can get a electronic event and there's something out there, maybe the chamber can even look into that thing for us, because some of the boroughs are doing it and you have to pay for it to get them taken away. We just don't want to have a big cost, but we want to make sure that we have providing that opportunity for our residents. And again, to the chamber, thank you for all you do, and thank you for coming out here and presenting very well. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Mr. Glassick. Mr. Knopf?
Congratulations there, Mr. Ackerman. And also to the chamber there for your information was very helpful. And success in whatever you do. End the report.
Thank you. Moving on to announcements, Mr. Ropes.
Okay, well, I have dealt with the chamber on many levels. Most of the time, it's when they send me a request to use our band trailer, and we have never let them down. The only thing is now we do charge a daily rental fee for it. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, it's it, cost of doing business. Continue the good work. I personally want to thank Brian for the work he did on this payroll. I sat in the office while he talked on speakerphone with 7 different outfits. And if that can't put you to sleep, nothing can. I had to turn the radio off. I couldn't sing along with the songs because I would have interrupted, but he did a tremendous job. Richard, it's gonna be fun working with you. Come, oh yeah, come and see me bring donuts. I'd like to acknowledge that my granddaughter is here tonight from Florida, and her cousin Emma. My granddaughter is Rebecca, daughter of my daughter. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Let me see, did I miss anybody? Chris, did I miss anybody? No, that's it. Thank you all for coming.
Anybody else want to add anything, Mr. Mayor, or?
Just thanks for the support for the fishing derby. It is an event truly for all ages, and to see the little kids out there pulling some of those big trophy fishes that the police do stock in the Hockanaqua Creek is really a thrill for everybody. So thanks for the continued support, and of course the basket social that's with it is very exciting also. The wide variety of gifts and baskets that we have are just something to behold. So see you on Saturday. Thank you.
I have one other thing to add to Mr. Glassick's question about the shredding event. Just word, publicly out there, the entrance to the community center is from the rear, from off of what was?
Panty Drive.
Panty Drive.
Yeah.
On the high school side. Either you're coming off of Smith Lane or coming up the high school entrance. There will not or should not be entrance off of the normal entrance to the front by the library due to that's the exit, and the library's functions that they normally have on that day, it just gets cluttered there. So we'll direct down, and their flyer does direct you up to come up Penny Drive. Either way, I'm just getting it out there so it's a lot easier to get the flow. They get them in the parking lot, you're out in minutes, so that's all I have to add. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. May I have a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make a motion to pay the bills.
Do I have a second?
Second.
By Mr. Donahue. Questions?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Sorry. Well, thank you, Leroy, for sending them through email. Again, when I get a chance to look at it, it saves a lot of paper. Again, it's a way of looking at cost factors, so thank you for that. I had to make notes now because I don't want to print it out either. On page 1,
I have a copy.
1818, the environmental cartage, what is that for?
Let's see, first page, where am I?
Middle of it, $1,818. I believe that's what it said.
Oh, $1,518.
Oh, 15?
That's sodium hypochlorite. That's used in the, some years ago, we replaced chlorine with sodium hypochlorite.
Okay,
That's used as a bactericide at the wastewater treatment plant.
okay, thank you. I know we talk about shopping around for different prices on everything, so Ehrlich looks like, is that $584 weekly, bi-weekly, monthly?
Oh, that's monthly.
That's monthly. Have we shopped it around? Because there's several other companies out there, Terminex.
Recently, we have not, no.
Okay. I'd like to look forward to maybe doing that, maybe another assignment for Mr. Ackerman, to shop stuff around and look for things like that for pricing. Sure. On page 2, $8,684, Gilmore and Associates. I thought this was all covered under our sewer, improvement plan.
$6,684.
I don't know, I definitely don't send it through my email because I can't read it if it's in there. 66, okay, thank you. But still,
Quite a bit of
$6,000.
that, $1,443 was at the 21st Street Pump Station renovation.
Okay,
Almost $1,000 of that was at the Stewart Street Pump Station. That'll be the next one that gets worked on.
okay,
And then general services, that's mostly without the account numbers to follow, some of that's part of the 537 plan.
okay. If you could, maybe once in a while, give us a number of what we're using of that 537 plan and how much money is going towards that.
Yep, I
Thank
can,
you.
wait, let me make a note.
Thank you. And that big number on page 3, down towards the bottom for health insurance, and there's nothing more important than health insurance, we value that. But is that on a monthly basis, is that yearly, $139,278?
That's a monthly.
That's a monthly bill of health
We
insurance?
belong to a consortium,
Okay,
and they have, if we were a standalone, that'd probably be about 20% higher.
just, again, I like to share that with our employees, our workforce, you guys dedicate your time, your hours, but we also try to give back, and that's a big number that we pay every month in health insurance, and we wanna provide that, and we thank you for your dedication too. The Whitehall turf was $44,000, but I think that was for a piece of equipment, that's on
Yep.
page 5,
Yeah, we bought a 96-inch mower.
okay. That's the end of my questions, thank you for your time.
Any other questions?
Yield back the balance of my time to this year. Sorry, Ken, you didn't fill me
You
in.
got it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Motion by council member to adjourn the meeting.
Motion adjourned.
By Mr. Hall, do I have a second?
Second.
By Mr. Donahue. Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?